ATV Off-Road Fury 4. This was probably easily one of my favorite childhood games on the PlayStation 2. And before you say it, no, this is not going to be emulator gameplay. This is official PS2 footage of me playing this game again. I just gotta admit, guys, playing ATV Off-Road Fury, man, I don't know, it kind of left me speechless in a way. This game was so dang fun. I used to spend hours on this game as a kid, dude. It was wild. Now, if anyone is wondering, this game did end up coming out in 2006. So, yeah, it is definitely going to be up there. And honestly, I have no idea why they haven't brought this game over to PlayStation 5 or PS4, just port the game over as it was so dang great. There's not going to be any licensed vehicles in the game either. I do know there's going to be music and stuff like that, but maybe they could change that around, or I don't know. Even just turn the music off and just like, I don't know, man. There's got to be some ways to do that stuff. But either way, though, playing this game again, like, it just hit me so hard. I was spending hours on it again, and there was just so much stuff to do in ATV Off-Road Fury. Now, a lot of people do know that there is going to be 4 games in this series. We're going to have Off-Road Fury 3, 2, and also the first game. But the first 3 games only had ATVs in it. This game is going to have ATVs, dirt bikes, buggies, and trophy trucks. So there is going to be a big mix there. There's also going to be a long campaign to it, which I also found very fun. There's also over 70 tracks in the game, which is honestly pretty dang insane to me. And as y'all know, I have been doing that one series of they don't make games like this anymore, and you know what, I'm probably going to do the same thing with Off-Road Fury 4 here, so do stay tuned for that one. But guys, I gotta admit something though, jumping back in and playing this game again, man, like it kind of just, I don't know, it like hits you in a way, like I understand the nostalgia thing can really take your mind over, like mess you up in a way, like, yo dude, those old games are not going to be as good as you think, but you know what, like going back in and playing a lot of them, I actually think they were as good as we thought they were, man. Like, going back in, they were all just pure fun. You could really tell that they focused on these games in more than just one aspect of, making money on it or something like that. There is so much stuff to do in this game. One of my favorite things about ATV Off-Road Fury 4 is, again, there is going to be multiple classes. They all feel different. And there is going to be literal different tracks for every single class that you use, bro. There's going to be different buggy tracks. There's different trophy truck tracks. Now, yeah, some of them can overlap because you can run a buggy or a truck in the campaign if you want to use one of those on the track, or you could do the same thing with like a dirt bike or ATV and stuff. But you can also mix them around as there is going to be enough courses in the game to where you can also use a dirt bike on this one, an ATV on that one, then a buggy, then a truck on the others. And it really is going to be a nice mix overall. I did like the way the speed was in this game, the trucks and the buggies and the ATVs and all that, they felt fast. Like going 100 miles an hour on an ATV, bro, you are literally flying down the road. It's kind of insane. And also, not playing this game for a while, I did find it to be a bit difficult to get back into it. Like, I was messing up a bit. I also was kind of losing races a little bit here and there. So I'm like, yo, these rival races are absolutely insane. I'm going to be driving fairly decent. Am I turning the best? No, because I kind of got to get acclimated to the game again. But they were still kind of catching me, passing me. I'm like, bro, I got to restart this race like 4 or 5 times. And that was something I really remember back in these games. Like, it's just crazy how good these games were, man. Like, I don't understand, like, the direction of MX vs. ATV now. Don't get me wrong, I do like MX vs. ATV Legends. I actually was playing that game a bit, and I do still play it here and there. I do enjoy it. But the insane part, though, is even enjoying MX vs. ATV, it's still not going to hit the same as Off-Road Fury 4. Like, I would say this was probably one of my favorite games in the entire series. I did end up liking Off-Road Fury 3, which you guys will be seeing videos on 2 and 3 as well. I am searching for a copy for the first one, but you'll definitely see videos of the second and the third game in the future, which I would say these games are probably going to be a tad different because I normally do, like, car racing games or, those type of racing games. So I'm like, you know what? MX vs. ATV is also in racing, bro. These were one of my favorite games. Y'all remember MX Unleashed? That was another game I will definitely be playing again. I found a copy of it, but playing Off-Road Fury 4, like, I'm pretty sure I used to play this game so dang much back in the day, like during the summers and stuff like that when I wasn't in school. I was pretty much playing Off-Road Fury 4 for hours and hours on end. And the crazy part is, man, I never got bored of it because the different tracks, the vehicles you use on those tracks, and there's also another part to this game that was easily my favorite that no racing game has ever hit. That is going to be the point-to-point races. I might even make a separate video on this because I'm still fairly, like, I'm not too far into the game at the moment. I think I'm on, like, the third part of the campaign. There's, like, 5 or 6 of them. So, yeah, this game's going to be pretty long, man, which is a great thing. I do love it because you're going to experience different places like Asia and stuff like that, and you're also going to go to snowy areas. You go to Egypt and things like that. So there's different places you go to that you're also going to have different races, different things to do, different things to explore. So it is going to be a fun mix. They did a really great job on this game, which is also something I will touch on in that other video, guys. They really just they honestly don't make games like this anymore, man. That's something I will touch on. Like, the game just feels so complete. Like, you're getting into it, you're not feeling like you're buying, like, a game that just wasn't done or it's just missing everything. You know what I'm saying? But I did get a bit off topic there because I just love this stuff so much. But when I was doing the point-to-point race, if you guys have never done these, they are still my favorite form of off-road racing in any game. I absolutely loved them. The way these are designed, they're pretty much going to be like 3 to 5 minutes, sometimes even 6-minute races. What's so cool about them, though, is you're going to have a green and also a red track on your map. And you will notice me in the background using an ATV, which for me in this game, running a dirt bike and an ATV was kind of like my go-to thing. I always ran these on this game. But you are going to have the red track, which you guys will see me on, which was basically made for the ATV and the dirt bikes. The green one are going to be pretty much made for the buggies and the trophy trucks. Now, don't get me wrong, if you do want to, you could just drive on the green ones with an ATV or a dirt bike like you can, and also in some places you have to. But my goodness, dude, these races were so fun. They were so diverse with different areas. Like, you were jumping over certain things, you have to then go on like a regular road and then jump onto a shortcut, jump over like an entire valley into the next area, and then spin around, go through some water. Like, it was absolutely insane. I loved these races. And I still kind of wish to this day that we can get longer events like this one in some of the newer games. I do know there's going to be like trail races in MX vs ATV Legends, but my goodness though, you don't have dune buggies and trophy trucks and all that stuff. I really do wish we could have this game back on next-gen consoles, aka PS5. It's not really next-gen anymore because they've been out for years, but y'all know what I mean. I mean, it's just kind of crazy, bro. Like, going back in and playing a PS2 again, I did end up going out and finding a PS2. I do know people are like, well, Block, why didn't you just, like, emulate it? Well, I could have, but I honestly wanted to, like, play a PS2 again, feel the PS2 controller on the original PS2 and just kind of enjoy it for what it was and just bring back the memories, and so far has not disappointed me. This game had so much content in it. It was so dang fun. I do know for a fact a lot of people love it and probably still do. I was even seeing posts on Reddit of people going, yo, is there any game like ATV Off-Road Fury 4? I used to spend hours on this. I was never bored. Do we have anything like this? And to be honest, I really don't think any of the games we currently have are like the way that they are really are going to compare to something like ATV Off-Road Fury 4. It's just insane to me, bro. This game came out in 2006, dude. What is this, 19 years old now? That is absolutely wild to me. We're almost at 20 years old on this game, bro, and look how great it's still going to look even on a PlayStation 2. And I would guarantee right now, if they were to bring a game back, like, this one, maybe the other Off-Road Furies, I bet you people would absolutely freak out. Like, the nostalgia is really going to hit you. When I logged back onto this game, I booted it up on the PS2, I instantly went, wow, like, it still looks good. It's still so fun. It instantly started to bring back the memories of how fun these games were. And I feel like a lot of people also love them. Do let me know what y'all think about ATV Off-Road Fury 4 in the comments below. Which game in this series was your favorite? And is there any possible way we could somehow get these games back on PlayStation 5, dude? Like, this game specifically has no licensed vehicles in it or anything like that. Like, yeah, there is going to be soundtracks. Honestly, just maybe remove them. I don't know. But there isn't going to be licensed vehicles, so maybe that would probably help it a bit. We all do know that is going to play a factor in Need for Speed and stuff, but this game isn't going to have that issue. But my goodness, guys, it felt absolutely amazing playing one of my favorite childhood games again here in 2025. And honestly, playing it on the original PS2 really is the way to do it, as the game still looks really good being from 2006, and it ran really well on top of it. Plus, how can you go wrong with ATV Off-Road Fury, bro? I don't think it's possible.